Welcome to our episode on the Book of Enoch and other texts that were removed from the Bible. The Bible as we know it today is a collection of texts that were carefully selected and canonized by early Christian leaders. The Book of Enoch tells the story of the fall of the watchers, a group of angels who lusted after human women and taught them forbidden knowledge. As a result of their actions, God punished the watchers by binding them in chains and casting them into the depths of the earth. The book also includes moral teachings, such as the importance of repentance, and apocalyptic visions such as the coming of a final judgment. Despite its exclusion from the canon, the Book of Enoch continues to be studied and appreciated by some scholars and religious groups. It has been discovered in multiple languages, such as in Ethiopia. Many scholars believe that the Book of Enoch has influenced many religious and cultural beliefs, including the concept of fallen angels and the belief in a final judgment. Another text that was removed from the Bible is the Book of Tobit. The Book of Tobit is a Jewish text that is part of the canon of the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, and the canon of the Catholic and Orthodox Christian Old Testament. The Book of Tobit is a Jewish text that is part of the canon of the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, and the canon of the Catholic and Orthodox Christian Old Testament. It is considered a work of fiction, and not considered historical, but is seen as a story with moral lessons. It is not part of the canon of the Hebrew Bible or the Protestant Old Testament, but is considered deuterocanonical by Catholics and Orthodox Christians, meaning it is accepted as part of the canon, but with a lower level of authority than the protocanonical books. It is not part of the canon of the Hebrew Bible or the Protestant Old Testament, but is considered deuterocanonical by Catholics and Orthodox Christians, meaning it is accepted as part of the canon, but with a lower level of authority than the protocanonical books. The Book of Tobit is also notable for its emphasis on the importance of almsgiving and charitable acts, as well as its portrayal of the angel Raphael as a guide and helper to Tobit and Tobias. The book also includes a subplot in which Tobias marries a woman named Sarah who has been plagued by a demon. Through the guidance of Raphael, Tobias is able to drive away the demon and marry Sarah. The exact date of the composition of the Book of Tobit is uncertain, but it is believed to have been written between 200 and 100 CE. It was likely written in Hebrew or Aramaic and later translated into Greek. The text is not widely studied or read in modern times, but it is considered an important piece of literature for understanding the beliefs and practices of Second Temple Judaism and the development of early Christianity. Another text that was removed from the Bible is the Gospel of Thomas. The Gospel of Thomas is a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus that was discovered in 1945 in Egypt. It is not considered part of the canon of the Bible by most Christian denominations, but it's considered an important text for understanding the historical Jesus and the diversity of early Christian beliefs and practices. The Gospel of Thomas is thought to have been written around the same time as the other Gospels in the New Testament, in the 2nd century CE. However, it is considered by many scholars to be a sayings gospel, rather than a narrative gospel like the 4 canonized Gospels. This means that it is a collection of sayings, rather than a full narrative of Jesus' life. The sayings in the Gospel of Thomas are similar to those found in the New Testament Gospels, but they also include some unique sayings that are not found in the canonized Gospels. Some of the sayings in the Gospel of Thomas are more Gnostic in nature, and are considered more mystical or symbolic, which may be one of the reasons why it was not included in the canon. The Gospel of Thomas is considered to be an important historical document, and a valuable source of insight into the diversity of early Christian beliefs and practices. It is also considered to be an important text for understanding the historical Jesus and the development of early Christian theology. Another text that was removed from the Bible is the Book of Jubilees, also known as the Little Genesis. Is another text that was removed from the Bible. This text provides an alternative account of the history of the world and the history of God's chosen people, and it includes a unique system of time calculation based on jubilees or cycles of 49 years. It was not included in the canon of the Bible due to concerns about its historical accuracy and its potential association with Jewish sectarian beliefs. However, it is also considered to be an important text for understanding the history and beliefs of the Jewish people during the Second Temple period. In conclusion, the Book of Enoch and other texts such as the Book of Tobit, the Gospel of Thomas, and the Book of Jubilees were widely read and considered sacred by early Christians, but they were ultimately removed from the canon of the Bible. The reasons for their exclusion are not entirely clear, but it is believed that they may have been deemed too similar to other books in the canon, not considered to have enough historical or theological significance, or associated with heretical beliefs. However, these texts are still considered to be important historical and religious documents that can provide valuable insights into the diversity of early Christian beliefs and practices. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to learn more about these texts, please let us know in the comments and I'll be happy to create a follow-up episode. Stay safe and healthy until the next time. Thanks for watching.